Welcome back to the Force 9 YouTube channel, welcome back to Football Manager 2018 and the Liverpool save, and today, a change of plan from what we were going to do. We are still going to host Stoke, but instead of the Newcastle game, we have our first game in our Champions League group. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when it's up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button. Okay, so let's go through the goals in the games off screen. Now we're going to do this a bit differently to how I would do it, because it's quite difficult to talk over the goals, because it'll jump to the next highlight as soon as the ball's in the net, and it doesn't give you time to talk over it. So we're going to do it a bit differently. We're going to go through the goals, and then I'm going to add in the footage. So a little bit different, but you will still see the goals. So the 3-1 win against Hoffenheim, the first leg of our Champions League playoff. We got through to the group stage, but of course we went through here. I kind of spoiled that. So we took the lead in the first half of injury time. Wijnaldum's effort took a huge deflection off of the midfielder Grealish, so we took a lead. Hoffenheim equalised on 71 minutes though, an all-important away goal, Kramaric scoring that. Mane scored in the 80th minutes to give us the lead again, and then Firmino made it 3-1 on 92 minutes. So, you know, a good lead to take to Germany and put us in the driving seat. Up next, we had our first Premier League home game. We hosted Bournemouth, only 1-0 though. Salah scoring the only goal on 22 minutes. Firmino not doing too great. You know, it was a decent performance. Begovic, you know, did really well in their goal, and their defending was very good. So we could only put one goal past him in quite an even game. In the return leg against Hoffenheim, it was a 2-0 win. They had a man sent off on 48 minutes, Polanski getting his marching orders. Salah made it 4-1 on aggregate on 68 minutes. And then it was a 2-0 on the night, 5-1 on aggregate when Sturridge scored in the 79th minute. So a comfortable win in the Champions League. We'll have a look at the group draw in a second, see who we got. Our final game off screen was a draw against West Ham at London Stadium. We took the lead in the 77th minute, but just a few minutes later, West Ham won a penalty, Alexander-Arnold bringing down Lanzini in the box. And Mark Noble converted the penalty in 83 minutes to make it 1-1, and that's how it ended. Again, I would probably say West Ham were the better team here. They had double our shots and they had more possession, so maybe a bit fortunate to get a point from this game, but a 1-1 draw away from home isn't all too bad. So let's see who it is then. So we're in pot 3, by the way. So Barcelona in pot 1. We've got Barcelona, of course we have. Shakhtar as well. That's a huge trip to Ukraine. There we are. And the fourth team, it's Celtic. So that's a very, very difficult group. I mean, it could have been harder, but that is a very difficult group. Barcelona, it's going to be difficult to get any sort of result against them. Shakhtar's a tough trip, but that does mean that I get to name an episode Rock the Shakhtar again, because I always do that if we face Shakhtar the next. I think the past 3 series I've done that. And then Celtic, so it's going to be a return to Anfield for Brendan Rodgers. So that's, well, hashtag narrative, right? So that's an extremely difficult group. On top of that, we also have our Carabao Cup draw, and we drew Everton. So we're going to Merseyside derby in the 3rd round of the Cup. I don't know if they're as shit as they are in real life. Gerardo Martino is in charge. Of course, Ronald Koeman was sacked just before the beta came out. They've just beaten Man United. Of course they have. So with that out of the way, let's now jump into some football matches. So we'll start off with the home game against Stoke, and then after that, our first group game is our home game against Barcelona. So that's huge now. Just one more bit of news. I almost forgot about this, and I can't believe I did. We broke our transfer record, signing our striker. If you saw Twitter, if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know who this is. But we will have a look at the transfer window. So in transfer news, Cameron Brannigan has left the club permanently. Brentford have signed him for £215,000. There you can see we've signed Andrea Bellotti from Torino. £47 million is the fee. It's 23.5 now, and it's 23.5 million over the next 3 years. So out of our current budget, it's taken just over 30 million. But Andrea Bellotti has signed for Liverpool, club record fee, £47 million. And hopefully he will do well for us. He has learned the language, so hopefully he'll pick up the English quite soon. But I wanted to use Andrea Bellotti because I've seen nothing but good things from other saves. The 17 finishing, heading is 17 as well. Mentals are fabulous. Physically, he's just very well balanced. And Andrea Bellotti is a Liverpool player, so we're going to see if he can get a bunch of goals for us. We are going to start him against Stoke. Okay, so this is the formation that we've sort of settled on. We have a couple of injuries still. Nastasic has just picked up an injury. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks with a hernia. So John Matip will come back in at centre-back. And we'll put Joe Gomez on the bench just so we've got a defensive option there. We will go with Andrea Bellotti up front then. So that is done. We'll play him as the advanced forward. Team is looking very well. A few sort of doubts out there though. Johnny's going to go to right back. He played one game, wasn't too bad. Lovren's also a bit tight. So we are actually going to bring on Joe Gomez for this game and give him a game at centre back, which I think is where he plays best. Not right back, but whatever. But yeah, I think this is the rest of this is fine. Coutinho as non-gonch isn't really working, but I'm going to try and keep him there and see if it works. Bellotti is advanced forward. Salah on the left. We'll go back to Sadio Mane on the right-hand side. Oxlade-Chamberlain didn't do badly, but he's okay. And then Milner and Henderson in midfield as the Mazzala and the DLP, respectively. We'll have Sturridge on the bench as well. I think this is going to be fine. Lallana and Klein still out at the moment. But yeah, this is what we're going to go with. I think this is a decent team. Bellotti with his first appearance. We're going to change Coutinho to something else. We're going to change him to an attacking midfielder and see if that works. Because the Ongotch isn't doing it for me. I was successful a while ago, quite a long time ago. But now it's not really working out for him. I'm going to say we should be winning this match with no problems at all. So the Stoke team was at Botland, Lekwe Zuma, Shawcross Vimmer and Park Joo-ho, the back five. Mame Diouf playing on the right, Darren Fletcher and Joe Allen, Choupo-Moting, and Saido Berahino up top, who hasn't scored for them in like 2 years or whatever. One last thing, set pieces. Set pieces on this game are fucking stupid. I don't know if they've forgotten to do them, but I mean, look at this. Like, sort of for a defending a corner, everyone's getting back, but there's no people saying challenge a tall player or challenge on the edge of the 6-yard box. So I've actually had to go out and make corner tactics, which I've never had to do. I never do corner tactics. So this, I just pretty much copied a video from FM Scout for this. But this is my defending corner tactic. I mean, the attacking tactic, look at this. It's got everyone saying get forward, but no one's challenging the keeper. No one's challenging the far post. So again, we've had to make our own tactics, which I don't usually do just because I can't be bothered. But I've been forced into it, so I guess that's a good thing. Alright, that's all I want to talk about. Let's get into some football. It's been too long, so let's see what happens here. It's chucking it down at Anfield today, but a little rain isn't going to hurt anyone. Andrea Bellotti on the ball for the first time, and he's been brought down, but it's gone out of play. Right, Mane just kicked it out. I was hoping that wasn't going to be an injury then, if he just kicked it out of play. But let's see what happens. We have got more possession than them. We've had a shot, so let's see if we can create some chances and get a win here. Okay, we've got a corner. Coutinho with it. Now, is the new corner tactic going to do anything? No. There was nowhere near any of our players, but it's with us still. Jordan Henderson to James Milner. And Milner with a shot and Milner with a goal. James Milner scoring to give us the 1-0 lead. 21 minutes played. Lovely goal by the highly influential Englishman. In fact, I think he's a team leader. He's not highly influential. He's a team leader. But the corner was dreadful by Coutinho. I mean, there was no one on the end of it. But Johnny gave it to Henderson. And then Henderson to James Milner. And then Milner with a right foot. Fantastic goal. Jack Butland beaten. If we can get another before half-time, we'll be in very good control of the game. So another goal would be lovely. We're dominating the game at the moment. 7 shots there too. They've yet to hit the target yet. And we have got the possession. So, we're doing well. We're just going to encourage the players. You can get another goal before half-time. And we're looking good. We've completely controlled the game so far. Bellotti's not done too much up top. He's not had a lot to do. Mohamed Salah also a bit quiet. Let's change him to something a bit more attacking. Well, he is attacking. See, he's not suited to that left-hand side. Let's move him to the right. But this is the issue. Both Salah and Mane prefer the right-hand side. So we swapped them round. And we're going to go in a half-time with a 1-0 lead, which isn't bad. We're winning. But we're dominating the game. So that's good. I think we can do much better though. So we're going to say you play well, but there is room for improvement. No particular reaction, but let's try and build on this. The defenders are doing well. That's fine. Let's go for something a bit different. Let's go back to, just a 4-1-2-3. Coutinho is an advanced playmaker on attack. Mane wing attack. Salah's on his best role, so, in theory he should be doing well, but he's not. So let's see if we can do something here. Because I'm not really too pleased with... we're not doing well so far. We're 1-0 up, but which there's just no desperation about our play. Here we go, free kick, Alberto Moreno with it. Again, that's terrible. Set pieces in this game are fucking shit. But it's come out to Mane, and Sadio Mane with a shot. Butland holds on to it. But the set pieces in this game are just terrible. Alright, we're going to make some substitutions, or at least one. Salah's coming off, because I'm not impressed with him. So we're going to move Mane back to the right-hand side. And we're going to bring on Firmino on the left. Alright, we're going to control the game instead of attack. And let's have a look at our instructions. Let's see if there's something we can change here. We're going to go for early crosses. You know, Belotti's quite tall. He's 5'11", so we're going to go for that. We're clearing the ball to the flanks. That's fine. Stick to the positions. Coutinho's not doing anything at the moment. It's annoying. Okay, Wijnaldum's going to come on for Coutinho. He's been a bit poor so far, Coutinho. He's not really done a great deal. I don't know if that's because I'm playing him in the wrong role, but it's just not doing it for me at the moment. So, you know, if Barcelona come knocking, I might sell, depending on what they offer. Because it's not really doing anything for me. You know, let's see if we can get another goal. It's still only 1-0. This was the same against Bournemouth. You know, at least this game is much more dominant than we were against Bournemouth. That was a very even game. But we've dominated this game and we've got nothing to show for it. Just the one goal. It's a bit annoying. Milner with the ball now, the goal scorer. And he's brought down by the number 4. Joe Allen has been sent off against his former club. Jeff Cameron's on for Choupo-Moting. Last 10 minutes of the game. Right, Belotti's going to come off. You know, he's not had the service today. So Daniel Sturridge is going to come on. See if he can get a goal. It's not the end of the world. We've won our game. That's fine. You know, it hasn't taken us long to win our live com. But just 1-0. I would have liked a couple more. And there is the full-time whistle. Liverpool 1, Stoke 0. A boring game, really. It was a boring game. I'm going to say switch focus to the next match. Don't get complacent. But the defending was on top today. You know, with Barcelona coming up, we need to be better than that. Okay, here we go. Liverpool versus Barcelona. We're in good form. We've won four of our last 5 games. So that's good. Barcelona have lost a game recently. Against who? Against Madrid in the Super Cup. So, you know, it's good that you can see that. It tells you what sort of form they're in. So the team selection, I don't think I want to change too much. The team's in good spirits. The team's doing well. They won against Stoke. You know, you've got all these links now, which is good. So I like that. So let's see if we can do well. I'm not going to change the team at all. I don't think we need to. So we'll leave it as it is. We'll submit the team. And let's see if we can get a result. So Barcelona with no Lionel Messi, interestingly. Dembele, Thuram and Suarez, the front 3. Iniesta, Rakitic and Mascherano in midfield. The back 4 of Digne, MTT, PK, Semedo and Ter Stegen in goal. Okay, we are underway. Let's see if we can get a huge result against Barcelona. Getting this group off to a win can be very important because I think we are going to struggle in this group with Barcelona, Shakhtar, and, you know, a Celtic team that Brendan Rodgers has got their very best out of. I mean, their run in Europe isn't great, but under Rodgers, you know, it could be really good as they have an early shot to Barcelona. Thuram shot saved by Mignolet in the first 30 seconds. Now they have a corner. 2 minutes played. Rakitic with it. It's headed away by Joel Matip. And now it's Nelson Semedo. And a good tackle there by Milner. Now Jordan Henderson with the long ball up to Sadio Mane. Mane into the middle. Still running with it. And the shot was wide. But good run by Mane. We shouldn't be on control because there's no way that we're going to get the possession today. So we're back to standard. Okay, now for some reason it's cut off at the bottom of the screen. And I don't know why. So I'll ignore that for now. Have we got a goal? Belotti with a chance. And it's head... Well, I think it was onto the bar. I don't know. And here we go again. Andrea Belotti. It's a tackle by... I think that was MTT. Now it's Semedo to Rakitic. Iniesta. Back to MTT. It's cut off the text at the bottom. This is really annoying me now. That, you know, it's zoomed in for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm annoyed by that now. And, well, they almost scored there. Suarez just wide. Oh, Belotti's carrying a knock. He's on the... Right, we're down to 10 for now, but Salah scored! Salah with a header from the Coutinho corner. Okay, right, if you want a set-piece tactic, copy my one that I copied off FM Scout, because we scored from a corner. Liverpool scored from a corner against Barcelona. Salah with the header, and that is 1-0. Henderson to James Milner. Got players to his right, goes back to Joe Gomez. Now, well, that's a terrible pass. Now Suarez is through. Luis Suarez, good save by Mignolet, but Joe Gomez there Gave the ball away in a bad place. It's a foot injury. Do you know what? I hope that isn't bad. But I mean, look at the conditioning. It's terrible, right? He's got to come off. He's got to come off, right? So Daniel Sturridge is going to come on. We'll leave Firmino in case either Sturridge doesn't work, or if you put him either on the left or in the middle. Coutinho with the corner. We've already scored from one corner today, and we scored another one. Joel Matip with it. 2-0, 2 goals from set pieces against Barcelona and with Liverpool. Okay, right. Corner tactics. I need to do them more. I never really do them. I've been forced into it, and it's working. So, great. Gomez with a throw in here to Jordan Henderson. Back to Gomez. And Henderson finds James Milner. Milner back to Gomez. Here's Coutinho to Sturridge, and Sturridge just bends it wide. We are 2-0 up against Barcelona. It's a very even game. Possession is, a little bit in their favour, but in terms of shots and chances, we're about the same. Iniesta is injured. Sergio Busquets has come on, so Barcelona also forced into a change. But approaching half-time, we are 2-0 up. That could not have gone better, really, apart from the injury. Perfect half. Very happy with how you're playing, guys. Keep it going. Okay, second half is underway. Now, if this comes to head-to-heads, we could need a really big win here because, they could always destroy us at Nou Camp. So, if it comes down to head-to-head for whether we win the group or come second or even qualify at all, then, we need as big a win as we can get. Here we go. Here is Sadio Mane. What can he do with this? He looks for Sturridge, finds Sturridge, and then Sturridge can he get it in the box? He's giving it back to Mane. And Mane went for goal. That's happening a lot in the game as well. Things that you think are going to be crosses end up going towards goal. Alright, we're going to go into our instructions. And with the crosses, we're going to ask them to float them. Let's try that. So, other than that though, we're looking very good. We're playing very well. Going to make the defensive line just a bit more normal. Do you know what? Sturridge has been pretty awful since he came on. But I don't really want to sub him. So we're going to leave him out there. We're going to take off Mane. We're going to bring on Oxlade-Chamberlain. Barcelona, 9 shots, 5 on target. I mean, look at Luis Suarez on a 6.3. It's gone very well for us. Sturridge is just like having the time of his life up there doing nothing. Emre Can's on for Milner. Let's play him as the Segundo Volante. Play him alongside Henderson. I realised that from the Man United game. You can only play Segundo Volantes as a left or right defensive midfielder. You can't play him as CDMs. So that's something I learned. Only a few minutes left here, and we are going to beat Barcelona 2-0. Maybe more. There's still time left. If we can get Sturridge, involved, because I think he's just had nothing to do up top, that would be great. But the last few minutes now, let's just go back to defensive, and, let's just go for something a bit more structured, and just see this out, and, a clean sheet and a 2-0 win against Barcelona, that's fantastic. So let's see if we can hold on to it. But Suarez is through here. Great save, but then the rebound is in and we've lost our clean sheet. 87 minutes. Luis Suarez has found the goal. Sergio Busquets here, I think, with the ball to Gomez, and then Gomez with the floating ball up to Luis Suarez. And Suarez, he sprung the trap. The first effort was saved by Mignolet, but the follow-up was not. So now we need to be careful. 3 minutes left, plus injury time. There's been a lot of injury time I found as well. 3 minutes in this one though, so that's disproved my point. But it looks like we're going to come out with a win here. There is about 20 seconds left though, so hopefully we can hold on. But Barcelona coming forward here. Their last chance now, I think, of the game. It's Ousmane Dembele, and the shot is terrible, and I think that will be the last chance of the game. That is full time. We've beaten Barcelona. That's not something you can say very often, so that's a fantastic result. At the end of the day, though, very even game. They had a bit more of the ball than us. We had the same number of shots. But that was a great game. Marred a bit by, hopefully not a bad injury to Belotti. We'll see what it was. It was a foot injury. A new signing. We want him to play as much as we can. We want him to get involved in the tactic. It's a broken toe, so he's out for 3 weeks. That's not ideal. Also, James Milner. Maybe left him out there a bit too long. He's got a twisted knee, but he'll be back in 5 to 8 days. So hopefully we'll have him for the cup game against Everton. That's a great start to the group. This is a very hard group. Barca, Shakhtar and Celtic. But that's a brilliant start. Well, 2 wins today. I'm happy that I can say that, so that's good. So we've got Newcastle next, then Everton in the Cup, then Huddersfield, then our second group game against Shakhtar, then our home game against Spurs. I'm thinking Swansea and Celtic will pay a visit to Brendan Rodgers. That would be interesting, I think. Got another Merseyside derby there as well. It's a very packed schedule at the moment, isn't it? We'll go for about the start of October. I'm going to say Swansea and Celtic, and then if we face Spurs later on, we'll try and do that live because that's a pretty big game. Yeah, it's assuming that Spurs are right up there in the table. So your next episode, we're going to pay Brendan Rodgers a visit at Celtic, the former Liverpool manager. So that's going to be next episode. But for now, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like down below. You know, we won 2 games. It's not often you can say that you won both your live comms, especially for me. Usually I do mess up at least one of them. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they're turn up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next episode, where we're going to take on Swansea, and we're going to take on Brendan Rodgers Celtic. I'll see you then. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.